Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to KTTV. This is your girl Lady B, and this is my Love at the Lockup review for season 2, episode 7, Rings and Runaways. I know it's a little bit late because this is last week's episode, but bear with me. You'll get this week's episode review too. Don't worry about it. So it starts off with the crazy love triangle of them all: Michael, Sarah, and Megan. So it starts off with Megan packing. She's finally going to be able to see Michael after all this time of him being out. It's only been about 2 weeks though. But we know how that went. He told her at the airport not to come. He has a great surprise for her. He wants things to be perfect and all that hoopla. So she's been keeping that in mind, even though they're only texting. It's not the same because now he's out and she wants to see him in person and touch him and feel him and all that stuff. But little does she know, it's a surprise on her end too, because Michael is keeping big secrets from her. But she said this time she don't care what he say, honey, cause if he say don't come, she's coming anyway. She said she refuses to not come this time. She will hunt him down, call his PO, do whatever she has to do. Now her friend is helping her pack and get ready, and she's gonna drive her to the airport. Why did her friend bring up the fact of what if he proposes to you when you get there, even though they're already engaged? Megan says she wants a proper ring and a proposal before she starts telling anybody, well, not just anybody, her parents, that she's engaged to Michael. We get to the next scene, and it is Michael and his wife Sarah, honey. Now, Michael and Sarah are ring shopping. Sarah is planning this big wedding to do it the proper way. She says she wants the proper wedding because when they got married in the waiting room of the jail. It was alone, not even their daughter could be there. But he's supposed to be doing everything right now. I just want to know if the fiance is invited, if they're gonna invite Megan to the wedding. I just want to know what's gonna happen, like how he gonna pull that off. You marrying your wife again, and is your fiance gonna be there? That's all I want to know. So they're looking at different rings. She tells the lady that's showing them the rings, like, well, we got married while he was incarcerated, and now we're looking for rings so we can have, because we're gonna be getting married on October 13th. They got married on Friday the 13th. Like, that was doomed from the start. That Why would you pick that day of all days to get married? Like, I don't understand. Now, Michael in his confessional says when he thinks of marriage, he does not think of Sarah at all. Which I don't understand, because this is your wife. Like, y'all are already married. Like, completely legally married. He says he thinks of Megan when he thinks of getting married. He thinks of her when he thinks of the flowers and picking out the colors and the dates and dresses and suits and stuff. That's who he wants to get married to. They show pictures of Sarah and his wedding inside the jail. Now, don't get me wrong, I just really want to know. Whoever was doing Michael's hair inside the pen, like, you got skills, cause you kept that boy on point. Like, had his whole zigzags. Your parting is great, honey. Like, whoever legs he was sitting in between in the jailhouse. Now, you do your thing, bro. You do your thing. When you get out, you need to go ahead and get you a shop or something, because you kept that man on point the whole time he was in there. Now, as they're looking, the lady asks, is there a budget? I guess she had a right to ask that. Michael goes, no, there's really not a budget. That not really look for it. Depends on if I like it. Here comes Sarah in the background. That's what I like to hear, babe. That's what I like to hear. Girl, if you don't go sit down in the corner. How is it not a budget and this man been out of jail for 2 weeks? So you paying for your own ring? Because how's he finna pay for it? He got a job already? Or is he back in the streets? I just want to know. They say he back in jail anyway, so maybe that's how he was getting his money. Because I'm just trying to understand how you gonna say you like the fact that he said it wasn't no budget, but I mean, it would be your pockets, wouldn't it? Because I'm pretty sure you was probably buying your own ring. So, you know what? I'm gonna tweet you, Sarah, and ask you that because I really would like to know. Like, so how was he gonna pay for it? You know what? I digress. In the process of Michael looking at this ring, his phone starts to literally ring. And who's calling of all people? His fiance. Of course, his fiance is calling while he's ring shopping for his wife. How does that work? Now, of course, he ignores this call. Of course, because he can't answer it in front of his wife and his daughter. How is he supposed to explain that his fiance is on the other line while his wife is standing there? You know what? Michael said his main reason for marrying Sarah in the first place is because he wanted his daughter. Now, don't get me wrong. This man always got the greatest reason. He gonna stop bringing his baby into this though, because he said his biggest reasoning for marrying Sarah in the first place is because he wanted his daughter to grow up, well, wake up to her mother and her father in the household. Now, we all know Michael was in jail in Michigan, so I get him a little bit. He would have had to stay in Michigan and do his time there. He would probably had to be in his mother's house if he didn't marry Sarah. So he married Sarah so he could go to New York to spend time with his daughter and bond with his daughter and things of that nature. Michael seems like a very, very bad person on this show. He seemed like he is finessing the game. And then when you find out more about it, the man was finessing the game because he's the one, I believe, that called the show. So he got himself caught up on this show. So he called the show in the first place to even put any of this business out here. But his reasoning is he really wanted to just be in New York to be with his daughter. He really didn't care to be with Sarah. He wanted to be with his daughter and build a bond with his daughter and things of that nature. But marrying her mother and then getting a fiance at the same time is not the way to go about it, Michael. It was not the way to go about it, honey. Like, because you're hurting two different women and you're hurting one woman that takes care of your child. You're embarrassing this woman on national television. Like, I'm pretty sure whatever consequences that will come from this after the fact is going to be even worse than what you thought it was going to be just by telling her, because now you've embarrassed her on national television and made her look stupid to the world and her family, friends, everybody that sees it. And I actually follow a girl on like Twitter and I see half the things she writes. I think she's still sticking it out with him. It looks like Megan had deleted her Twitter account or whatever because they were going back and forth for a while. But I don't know. His reasoning, okay, he was trying to be a dad, but he can't just be doing that. I just can't. So, anywho, so he has planned in his head that to get away, because he knows that Megan is on the way. He's planning this elaborate weekend or whatever the case may be. I don't know how long she's supposed to be out here. But his thing is, in order for him to go and be with her, he has to start some type of fight with Sarah. Now they're leaving the ring shop and they're in the car. He literally starts a fight about the rings. The rings they were really just looking at together. He really just started a whole fight about the ring. She asked, before they got in the car anyway, she goes, "So you gonna spend $2,000 on me, babe?" Bro heard that whole amount and was like, "You can't be just liking the first ring that you see. We that's some stuff you got to think about." She's like, "But I really liked it and you picked it out. I'm gonna like whatever you get me." And he looked like, yeah. No, I ain't saying nothing about spending $2,000 on a situation like that. But okay. So they're in the car and he goes, "So what's the reasoning of having a ring anyway?" And I guess it took Sarah by surprise because she's like, "What are you talking about? It's a symbolization of us being together and being married." And he like, "Basically, you just want me to wear a ring so when women see me, they know I'm married." She's like, "If you can't wear a ring, you don't have to wear a ring. But if you can't wear a ring to be for me, then what's the point?" because you just want him to wear the ring. He doesn't want to wear the ring because he doesn't want to be married to you. He's in love with somebody else. And you can't see this. But he knows how to push your buttons, sweetie, because this argument should not have been had in the first place. Like, this argument was so pointless. So pointless. But like, he did what he wanted to do. He accomplished exactly what he was trying to accomplish. And that was to piss her off. Because when he started this conversation, she was like, you know what? I don't even want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it. The black girl came out of her again. Everybody be saying she don't seem like she be switching up her vocabulary when she get around black folks. But you could hear it. It came straight up at you. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to be around. No, stop the conversation. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Michael. So Michael pretty much got what he wanted. He caused the situation. She was like, you know what? We're going to drop the baby off at my mom's house, and you going to go somewhere else because I don't even want to deal with it today. In Michael's head, this is how I figured. In Michael's head, Michael's like, good. That's what I was trying to do. Get away from you. Because I'm tired of spending every waking moment next to you. I just want to text my fiance in peace and play with my daughter. But to do all that, I gotta be bothered with you. I don't know. That their situation is just, yeah. So the scene flips back and Megan's about to leave to head to the airport. Now, Megan's dad has been against this situation with Michael from the beginning. Because, one, his daughter is like 28 and still a virgin. And she's dealing with somebody that, well, was in jail. That she never met before. That she was going to visit. That she spent $12,000 on phone calls for. And got turned around at the airport the last time. When she was supposed to be going to pick him up. Dad's basically like, are you really going to go do this again? Just, yeah, Dad, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go see him. I love him and this and that. Dad's like, okay. I don't want you to get hurt. Be on the lookout for any girls that may know him. You know, be careful, you know, because he fresh out of jail. And you don't know him. But you headed to New York to see somebody you don't even know. But, yeah, I think her daddy feel like he done raised the whole fool. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Because Megan gonna do what Megan gonna do. And she said she was headed to Buffalo, New York to go see her man. Because she ready to go see her man and cuddle and stuff with her man. That's what she wanted to do. Excuse the lighting. It's acting up. But we got this. Anywho. Next up, we got Matt and Caitlin. Now, Matt's been out of jail for about 5 days now. It really don't seem like they be out for as long as they do, or they be out for a short amount of time, the way this show is filming. So, it's just like, oh, it's been 5 days already? Okay. But, anywho. Now, of course, Matt and Caitlin are staying at Matt's mother's house. It's around 11 o'clock in the daytime. And Matt's outside drinking beer in a lawn chair on the front yard. Enjoying the sun. Yeah. That's what Matt's doing at 11 a.m. Drinking and enjoying the sun. I mean, he just got out. Let that man breathe. He just want to relax and enjoy the day. Now, we go to a scene and his mama. This tickled my soul when I seen it because I said his mama better than mine. Because mine wouldn't have had it. Mine wouldn't have had it. I don't know who else mama wouldn't have had it, but it definitely sure wouldn't have been my mama because, first off, my mama wouldn't have been washing me and my boyfriend's clothes at all. It's not gonna happen. And I definitely ain't about to wash my son and his girlfriend's clothes. Living in my house, rent free, and he just got out of jail. When I say this lady was washing, she was washing. She washed, she dried, she folded, and then delivered the clothes into the room and put them on the bed in a nice little stack. Talk about she ain't no maid, ma'am. Well, stop acting like one. Make they grown selves. Talk about 2 30-year-olds. She folding 2 30-year. Well, make they grown selves get in here and do their own life. I mean, he got a whole female in here. She should be doing that. She want to be his wife and his fiance, you know, whatever else she want to be. Let her do that. But neither here nor there. Again, she's better than a lot of mothers. Now, Caitlin goes outside to find Matt. And Caitlin got a thing for sitting on curbs and ground and dirt. And she just seems to cop a squat wherever she sees fit. Because since we met her, she been sitting on the curb, the ground, the grass, the tree stump, everywhere but a chair. They're chairs, ma'am. They're chairs for a reason. And she always got the shortest of shorts on and wants to sit on the ground or a dress or something and wants to sit on the ground, the dirt. Just, I don't know. Caitlin, chair. Word for the day, baby. Chair. Chair. Some type of chair, couch, bed. Sit on that instead of the ground, honey. Because I'm tired of seeing you sitting on the ground. So, Caitlin's pretty much in her head believing that her convict boyfriend was supposed to sweep her off her feet once he got out. She thought he was just going to get out, get a job. They wouldn't be in his mom's house too long. He would get their own car, their own house, their own everything. Because right now they have nothing. Nothing of their own. Nothing. When I say nothing, zero. Nothing. They're living off his mom. Caitlin isn't working. Matt isn't working. Nobody's working but mom. I don't even know what mom does if mom works. I don't know if she on a pension. I don't know. But they're using mom right now. And taking mom didn't know Caitlin before this situation. She just met the girl right before Matt got out. So they're using mom's car. They were using mom for pretty much they're eating up mom's food. And in her head, she really thought Matt was coming straight home to a job and everything was going to be lovely. It was going to be her knight in shining armor. But the man is a convict that goes in and out of jail and has a drug problem. Caitlin, what did you think was really supposed to happen, honey? So Matt like, no, I really don't plan on doing none of that type of stuff. I don't want to work and do stuff that I don't like to do. I want to do what I want to do. And right now, because I just got out of jail, I want to relax. I just want to chill and get used to the world and sit here and drink a couple of beers and just enjoy the day. Caitlin goes, well, can you pencil me in on your day? He like, what do you mean? Can we go on a date? He said, we don't have no money. Well, we have to do something. Can I get dressed up and look nice and do something? Can we go on some type of date? He said, well, money's tight, but I guess you want to do that today? Is this what you're trying to do today? She goes, yeah. Again, Caitlin, you guys have no money, no car, no anything. You're staying with his mom. The little money you guys do have, you need to stack, not spend it on going out on fancy dates. I get you want to have this big romantic moment, hun, but he just got out of jail 5 days ago. He has a drug problem and an anger issue, and little things trigger him. I don't think you need to be spending a bunch of money right now and going out and stuff. But we're going to entertain the thought of you guys going out for the night. So, it is what it is. Ooh, honey, next up. Clint and Tracy. Lord, when we last saw Clint, he was waiting to marry the love of his life, Tracy. Now take it. Clint and Tracy have been talking for about 6 months, right? But they just saw each other in person for the very first time the day she got out. She's only been on a day. They're supposed to be getting married today. This is the next day after she got out. So she's been out for about 24 hours. And they're supposed to be getting married. Yeah. They've never seen each other in person before now. Any of that. But they're getting married. Because they're so in love. Now, Clint Ben was sitting out here in this parking lot waiting for Tracy for about 3 hours now. And in his head, she's just getting herself pretty for him. 3 hours, dog. 3 hours. And all she doing is getting pretty. Sorry, y'all. Let me see who that is. One time. Anywho, so as Clint is waiting, the pastor that's supposed to be doing the ceremony comes out into the parking lot and asks him some general questions that most pastors ask before they marry a couple. Like, okay, how long have you known each other? You love her? When did you guys meet? How long have, general questions, that some pastors won't even do a wedding because this is like a spur of the moment wedding, he goes ahead. So the pastor goes back in and Clint stays outside. No, actually, Clint goes in with him. So they finally go inside this club bar thing. I don't know where they were, but it doesn't look like a place you should be getting married. Anything. Time goes past 4 hours. Tracy is now 4 hours late. The pastor goes to Clint. Are you sure she's coming? Clint goes, I think so. I think she's gonna come. I hope she doesn't run off. Bruh, if you gotta ask yourself that question after waiting 4 hours for somebody, you should just gave it up and not married this person. But Clint wants to marry her. Clint's so in love with this Tracy. So, literally, 5 hours rolled in. 5 hours. 5 hours later, in walks Tracy like she's not late at all. Like Tracy is early. Tracy walked up in there like she was on time. Like nobody was waiting on her. She didn't leave her fiance sitting there looking stupid for the last 5 hours. She walked in there like everything was okay. Okay, Tracy. And then on top of that, the thing that tickled my soul, Tracy walked in with this little dress. Hair wasn't done, no makeup really on, anything of that nature, to be 5 hours late. 5 people. 5 hours late. Do you know these fools still got married after that? Clint said, I do, and so did Tracy. They had their own vows and everything. Clint even went to the extremes of before the wedding. Before everything, he went and got this woman's name tattooed on his inner forearm. This area right here, y'all. This area right here. This area. He has Tracy on this area. This was before he married her. Now, what if she wouldn't have shown up? Because she was already 5 hours late. And he talk about, I knew you had to get pretty. Bruh. She don't even look extravagant. She ain't got nothing done to be 5 hours late. She ain't got no extensions added. She ain't got no lashes. She ain't got no makeup. She ain't got a long flowy dress. She ain't got toes done, nothing, nails done, not a nothing to be 5 hours late, bro. But you believe that? I just want to know where the hell Tracy was. That's me personally. I just want to know what the hell Tracy was doing for 5 hours that she couldn't show up to her own fucking wedding. I just want to know. But you know what? They said I do. And I guess that's all that really matters. They go to the aftermath, after the ceremony. Clint comes out. They're hugged up, so in love. Clint goes, she had my debit card, my credit cards. Huh? And I didn't know how to get in touch with her because she doesn't have a phone yet. Huh? Okay. So she had your credit card, your debit card, and you had no way of getting in contact with this woman. You trust her that much? And she a day out of jail. Somebody should have called his mama. He should have called his mama. You waited 5 hours. She could have been long gone. 5 hours. She goes, hi. What you think I was gonna do? Take your debit and credit cards and run off? Not come back? Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure all the viewers that was watching did too. But y'all thought your ass was gone. I mean, you was in jail for credit card fraud. Like, Ain't that what you in jail for? Ain't that what you went to jail for? Writing phony checks and playing with payroll? Oh, okay, Tracy. She was like, he was like, no, I knew you were gonna come back. Did you, Clint? Did you? Keep hope alive, bro. But they married. Congratulations to the happy couple, I guess. We gonna pray for Clint. Next couple we see is Marcelino and Brittany. Marcelino and Brittany to me are like one of the couples that seem like the realest out of everybody on the show. Like, I really think they can make it. I don't know why, but I really do. I think Brittany really does. I don't know if she loves him yet. She might like him. She's growing to love him or whatever the case may be. But I think they're really like taking their time on their relationship, even though it seems like they're rushing it into like a marriage already. But I do think Brittany wants something more with Marcelino. She's not trying to con him out of anything or anything like that. So, anywho, now Brittany's been out for about 8 days. She's already hiding a little something from Marcelino, but it's nothing like too major. Just the fact that her ex-girlfriend she invited over to see her and they kicked it for the day or whatever. Nothing happened, so it's really nothing too major in my eyes. And Marcelino comes outside and like, I got breakfast, babe, and he brings her fruit. And something as little as fruit made Brittany so happy. She's like, oh my God, I haven't had fruit for breakfast in so long. You just don't understand. They do not feed us fruits, veggies, and like proteins in prison. And it's something I didn't know. I thought they, could get stuff like that, but I guess not. I don't know. I mean, my dad's been in there for a while, but I never asked, do he get fruits and veggies? I don't know. One of the questions I asked. But I guess it's the little things that really matter when people get out. I remember my cousin got out. She was just excited over pop and some Flaming Hots. Like, she's like, okay, girl, whatever. But anywho, so Marcelino and Brittany are talking, and Marcelino brings up Brittany's 3-year-old son. I think his name is Giovanni. Yeah. She was like, and so he goes, so are we gonna go see him? She was like, yes, I'm very excited and I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I haven't seen my son in about 2 years. He was one when she went in, and she has not held him, touched him like physically since she's been in jail. Like, she has not seen her son since she's went in. She said she would call and talk to him, but he's only 3, so it wasn't really like a conversation. She would just hear him baby babble pretty much. But she said it kept her going through. She said she never wanted to not think about him enough and feel like a bad mom, but she didn't want to think about him too much and drive herself insane while she was in there. Which, even though I've never been locked up, I get where she's coming from. I get what she meant. Just because I'm pretty sure that's hard to have to think about. So she goes to Marcelino like, you know what? If we're gonna be together, I want you to look at my son as if he's your own. Treat him like he's your own. And something about her saying that, I guess, sent Marcelino into a thing because he started acting real like standoffish towards her, looking funny, acting funny, like it kind of threw him off or something. But that's a normal thing for any mom. Any mom to say to somebody they're newly dating or they're seeing a future with, they think things are gonna go further. You have to look at my kid. Me and my kids are a package deal. Me and my kid is a package deal. Like, we are one. So if you can't accept my kid, like my kid is your own, even if you don't have any. If you can't accept my kid like you would accept me, we might as well stop this now. And he's like, well, I had a stepdad too, and he was a complete a-hole, and I really didn't have male role models. Like, my real dad was an a-hole too. They both were really heavy and like heavy drinkers. I didn't have that male role model, and I don't want your son to look at me like that. She's like, well, are you going to be like that? Are you just going to be lazy and sit around and drink all day? He said, no, I'm not going to do that. He's like, well, don't compare yourself to them. Be better than them, pretty much. Like, what are you stressing about? She said, I don't want to be like my mother. I cried to you about my mom. I guess her mom had very bad history or whatever the case may be, and she declared that she does not want to be her mother as a parent. And she said she's trying her best to be the best mom that she can be. And I mean, Brittany hasn't showed us any like real bad signs of anything since she's been out. So I mean, let the girl live. Like, she's just trying to be a good mom, get back in her child's life, and do what she has to do. Her son's been with the baby's father since she's been in jail, and they're supposed to be going to see him. So I think Marcelino needs to get out of his head, and like, he could probably be a great stepdad, but in his head he had a bad image of like stepfathers, and that's understandable. But let it go. You could be a great father figure to this boy. I mean, he has a father. You're like a father figure. You're gonna be with the man, the little boy's mom. He just basically is like, he doesn't want to let him down, and that's okay because Marcelino doesn't have kids, so he's a little nervous, and that's to be expected, especially walking into a child's life at that age. So it's okay. I think Brittany and Marcelino will be all right. So the camera comes back, and we're back with Miss Megan. Now, Megan is getting off her flight in Buffalo, right? Now, she's being greeted by a driver to take her to Niagara Falls. I guess it's a hotel near Niagara Falls or a hotel at Niagara Falls or something like that. Now, she tells us that Michael planned this whole elaborate little, I guess it's a weekend getaway for the both of them. Now, here's my thing. Michael's been out of jail for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. A man ain't got a job, or we at least ain't seen him working, right? So who paid for all this? Or did you take your wife's credit cards and pay for everything, and you're going to kick it with another female? Like, how did you pay for this weekend for her? How did you pay for her to get picked up at the airport? How did you pay for the hotel room? How did you pay for this big surprise at Niagara Falls for you and Miss Megan? Now, we go back and we see that Michael and Sarah are still in the car arguing about this ring situation. I mean, Sarah is totally heated. When I say totally heated, Michael baited her so good, honey. He knew what he was doing. He knew who he was dealing with, and he knew that it would take the littlest thing to make Miss Sarah upset. They done dropped the baby off, and they are still going back and forth. They get to the hotel complex that Sarah lives at, and I guess this is her and Michael's house now. I'm sorry, my hair is getting on my nerves, y'all. Anywho, my bad. Sorry to be playing with it so much. They get to the apartment complex, and Sarah is going ham. Why can't you understand the importance of a ring? And why don't you want to wear it? So you can't just do something for me for once? And you're just making it like it's no big deal. Why would you even let us go there first if you felt this way? And Michael basically said, I told you this before. I don't see the point of rings. When it's something that I feel like I don't want to do, you don't care. It's all about you. You don't ever see the importance of what I say. It's just about you. She said, it's been about you all this time. Why can't it be about me for once? She just wants something to be about her. She just wants this fairy tale life from a man that is not going to give her that fairy tale life. Like, she is wholeheartedly upset. I mean, going ham. And the only thing Michael can say is, give me my keys. Give me the keys. I wouldn't understand why it's his keys, unless that was his car before he left. That what keys? Give me the keys to the car. Give me the keys. She's trying to still argue and get into the, like, stand against the car, and he's like, just give me the keys. And in the midst of her still huffing and puffing and mad and ranting, Michael pulls off and heads towards Megan. He is like, ain't nothing finna upset this weekend that I got going on. I'm going to see my fiance, and ain't nobody finna stop me. I did what I need to do to get you up out my face. And you have a nice rest of the weekend, nice rest of the day. Little do you know you finna have a nice rest of the weekend, because I'm not coming back home. Pretty much. You can figure out what you gonna do, and I'm finna go kick it. Like, she gonna hop on the phone with her little best friend, talk about some. It's like, it's so different. He's arguing about this ring, and he talk about he doesn't understand why he can't wear, why we have to wear rings. And I'm like, you think? And he tells me, I think it's for females, just so he can know. Like, what, you're trying to hide that you're married? You're already trying to hide that you're married. You haven't even been out this long. You don't want to hide that you're married, girl. He don't want to be married to you. Catch all the signs, Sarah. Sarah, signs, baby, signs. Red flags, signs, Sarah, signs. Your homegirl was telling you this in the first place when you told her, oh yeah, by the way, we married. She's like, this fool. She didn't want to call you a fool, but a real friend would have been like, you a whole fool for that. But you gonna learn. I mean, you learn it right now. Because, again, Michael is back locked up. And the show is airing. And he didn't embarrass you on national television. And this, again, this was his idea, y'all. His idea to be on the show. So he didn't care from the gate. Because he called the show. He set this up. He set this up, y'all. Michael set this up. If anybody wants to know, Michael set this up. Sarah already put all that out in all her little tweets. If you follow her on Twitter, Sarah, what is it, Sarah Simpson? Yes. All her tweets, she basically says, I was trying to do something for my husband. He wanted to do the show. I wouldn't think he would be that stupid. Nah, your husband didn't give a damn and he didn't care about you. He wasn't trying to really be your husband. He was just trying to be around his daughter. And he knew to be around his daughter, he had to be married to you. So he did what he had to do. And that's how he felt. So, it is what it is. He said he headed to go see the person he loved. And quite frankly, I'm sorry, Sarah, but it wasn't you, boo. It's terrible the way he doing you on this show, but it makes for good entertainment because, honey, I'm living for all of it. I'm here for all of it. I tune in just to see y'all love triangle, honey. Yes. Clint and Tracy. Now, Clint and Tracy are driving back to the hotel. They have been written out since they've been in this little town. And they're talking about death and sex. Not two things I would want to talk about right after my wedding. Maybe the sex part, but not death. Clint's like, we need to have sex after our wedding because we're newlyweds and it would be a sin if we didn't have sex. It's bad luck. Tracy's pretty much down for it. She's not disagreeing with him or anything like that. But Honey says she need a drink. And then things go left. Production basically cuts the screen and lets us know some stuff has went awry. By the time they get to the hotel room to start filming for the next day, baby Tracy is missing. I mean, missing. They don't know where Tracy at. Hell, Clint don't know where Tracy at. Her shoes are all over the damn apartment. I don't know what shoes she disappeared in. That we don't know. It looks like they were having a good little drinking time last night, and I'm assuming they was drinking tequila because it's a lot of lime that I see. So, we're talking to Clint, and Clint goes, I left the room hurt and upset last night. Well, this morning at 5 a.m. and I come back and there's no Tracy. Now, that just didn't make sense. He's basically saying he doesn't know where she is. He doesn't know what's going on. He just wants to love her, and that's his wife, and he's so hurt. So production goes, do you want to call your mom and, just check in with her? And Clint has a cell phone, so why does he need to call his mom? So he's called Jess. That's fine. So he dials his mother up and goes, Mom, have you tried to call or text me at all today? When I say he sounded just like that child, this is how he sounded. He broke down like less than 3 little words into the conversation. She goes, Shell, what's wrong? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know I was fine. I'm fine. She says, you're fine. I'm fine. She said, what's wrong, honey? Why are you crying? My man's pulled one of these. He goes, I'm not crying. I'm just telling you I'm fine. Bro, this your mama. Your mama. I'm pretty sure she could tell when you're crying. I'm pretty sure at this point anybody could tell that you're crying on the phone the way that you sound. He goes, Mom, I did nothing wrong. I didn't do it this time. I didn't mess up this time. I promise I didn't mess up this time. I just wanted to love her. She goes, what happened, honey? Did you guys get into an argument or something? No, we didn't. I don't know what's wrong. And she has a problem. She took the car and my phone. She goes, she's gone? Yeah. At this point, Clint is just hurt, like hurt to the core. He is so distraught. He don't know what to do. He gets up off the couch and he walks to the bathroom because he's trying to avoid the cameras. And he's basically on the phone with his mom. She said, "So what's wrong? Tell me. You have to tell me what's wrong." He goes, "She has a problem, Mom." She's like, "She has a problem?" "Yeah, she has a problem." She said, "What's the problem, honey?" He says, "Motherfucking crack." Oh, shit. Well, I guess that would be a problem, huh? Crack does become a problem, huh? I guess crack would be a problem. So he proceeds to tell his mom they went out, and I guess Tracy wanted crack, and they went and scored some crack. He didn't indulge in any of it. He didn't want any parts of it, which I don't believe. I believe he was smoking with her, because even weed smokers don't like to smoke by themselves. So I don't believe her as a crack addict was smoking by herself. I believe if you've never smoked crack before, Clint, I do believe you smoked crack for the first time with this woman. But I don't believe that was probably your first time smoking crack if you smoked crack with this woman. So, yeah. Anywho, he said they fell asleep. He woke up on the couch around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And he noticed she wasn't on the couch anymore. So, he noticed she was in the bed. He gets up to get in the bed and cuddle with her. Normal couple stuff. He said when he gets in the bed, she tells him she wants some more. I.e., she wants some more crack. And he said that just broke his heart, that she wanted more. She wanted more. I mean, usually when you're not high no more, you want more. So she probably was down from her high and wanted some more. He said that's when he kind of just got up and tried to leave, and he didn't know what to do. He was so hurt, crying. And basically, Tracy got up, got in the car, took his phone, and dipped. No one knows where she is. He can't get in contact with her. Nothing. So Mama basically like, "So can't we just call and shut the phone down?" He goes, "No, Mom. How am I supposed to get in touch with her then?" She said, "Get in touch with her for what?" "Because I love her. We just got married yesterday. That's my wife. We're supposed to be together forever." Okay. Well, I guess we're keeping the phone on. I guess. So Mama just like, "Okay, son. But I thought she had. If you want to deal with the problem, he said, I just want to make sure she's okay. I don't know if she's okay, and I just want her to be okay. I don't know where she is and if she's fine. I just don't want her to be hurt because I love her so much." Poor Clint. He doesn't even see the problem here. That poor Clint. Poor Tracy. You ain't have to run off on that man. Now some reports that came out since this, but you know I'll put that in the next video. Cause honey, Clinton Tracy. But poor Clint. Tracy broke that man's heart disappearing on him like that, and then showed her true colors, and she ain't been out 3 damn days yet. So we're gonna close it on now. With Matt and Caitlin. So Caitlin basically got her way out of everything with the no money and all. Matt is taking her on a date. Matt didn't borrow money from his mama to take her on a date. Now, first off, y'all staying with your mama. She doing your laundry. She's putting your clothes in your room. She's providing the food in the house. Making sure y'all both are okay. And then you ask her money to take your girlfriend out on a date too. Now you just asking for too much. See, y'all have been in the house trying to figure it out on a date night in the living room. If it was up to me, if that was my kid, I'm so sorry. But maybe mama needed a break and she wanted y'all to hell out the house. I don't know. But anywho, he borrowed money from his mom to take Miss Caitlin out on a date. And they go to this nice little fancy restaurant. To get there though, I guess mama wasn't giving up her car. They get an Uber. Now, Matt's been in jail, I believe, 5 years. Yeah, this time was, I think, 5 years because he's been in and out jail for a while now. So he goes, I don't even know if they had Uber when I went in. When I was out, did they have Uber? This is just so weird. It's a stranger driving me around and I don't know him and he's driving me to this place and I'm trusting him. This is different. A lot of things change in years span when you're locked up, I guess. Anywho, so they get to the fancy little restaurant. It's like a little, I guess, shop area that they got in the town. It's a nice looking restaurant or whatever. So they sit down, they're ordering food and eating. And Matt has not, you could tell he has not done fine dining. Or even done fine dining before he went in because he was just so with it at the table. Like he didn't understand what the little plates were about, that he was supposed to use the little plate and get the stuff out the basket and put it on his plate, that he could put his napkin in his lap because he got the missing tooth and he don't want stuff falling out. Caitlin like, can you please stop looking basically like, can you not embarrass me? He told the waiter that he been in jail and he not used to this type of stuff. Caitlin like, Jesus, he ain't need to know all that. You ain't gotta tell everybody you just got out of jail. Shut the heck up. Just shut up. She was so embarrassed, but she was just happy to be out with her man. So they're going and they're eating, they're going back and forth, and she brings up basically asking him, does he plan on going back? Is there any loose things he has to tie up? He was like, well, if it was anything I needed to tie up, I wouldn't be out. She goes, are you sure? What do you mean? He's like, I wouldn't be out of jail if I still had like warrants or anything like that. I would still be locked up. He said, so do you plan on going back? He was like, no, I don't plan on going back. If I was going to go back, like, I wouldn't be out. Why would I plan on going back? It's like, because the way you think is just, it's weird. So they have this little back and forth banter. And he like, so what, you wouldn't wait for me if I went back? She's like, I am, what'd she say, 32? And you expect me to be waiting 7 to 12 years if you go back in there? That's not fair to anybody to wait that long. And you could tell she's not gonna stay down for him. He go back down because she's like, honey, I ain't got time. I want kids. I want the family lifestyle. I want a house with the picket fence and a puppy, and I ain't got time to be waiting no 7 to 12 years on you to be getting up out of jail, and you want to keep going back and forth. That's just selfish. I ain't got time. You out, you better stay out, and we gonna deal with it like that. Cause she ain't sound too keen about staying down if he went back in. She made it pretty much clear, bruh, you're on your own if you go back in. So they let this little conversation go. She like, so you gonna pay the bill or what? It went real, like, it went from argument to, nigga, you gonna pay this bill or what? Baby, when the bill got them, I was trying to figure out what they was eating. I seen steak and I seen the potato. I ain't see too much more. Like, I don't know what they was drinking. Then she had, like, I think a little piece of cake on her plate or something. Like, I don't know. But I guess it was just a little fancy restaurant because it didn't look like them steaks was that big. But, steaks be expensive at different places. But I ain't really see what Caitlin was eating. And so, I don't know. But, baby, when the bill got there, it was $133.24 for the two of them at this little restaurant. They could have went to TGI Fridays and got a 2 for 20 and had a good little time with nice drinks and still paid maybe like $35. Y'all ain't got that type of money to be spending. Y'all ain't got that type of money to be wasting on no food. That could have been $133 that y'all put in the house for some food, some ties, some clothes, a down payment on something, anything, helping his mama with a bill, anything. But y'all didn't want to spend it at a restaurant just to have a day night. Baby, Matt looked at that bill and was like, I ain't paying for this. Caitlin's face dropped, baby. She was like, what? What? He said, I'm not paying this bill. Nope. Have you ever heard of Dine and Dash? Caitlin looked like she was about to whoop his behind. She had a moment like no other. She like, wait, what? Huh? Have I heard of what? No. We not finna do that. He said, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So you better pack this stuff up and we gonna get up out of here. So when I say you ready, you better be ready. We gonna get up out of here. When I say Matt packed up the stuff, grabbed the bag, grabbed her hand, and started walking to that door. Caitlin like, no, 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 no. We're not gonna do this. No, we're not. No, 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 no. When I say Matt grabbed her hand and walked to that front door and was walking past them people, and they showed little scenes of different waitresses and stuff looking like, what's going on here? What's happening? Where they going? Who are they trying to? Oh, so y'all going? Yeah, just go. Y'all gonna dip out on the? Oh, okay, we go. Don't they got cameras with? Baby, Caitlin was scared for her little life. She ain't know what to do. She over there looking confused, but she gonna hold on to her man and go towards the door. Matt started busting up laughing like, I'm just playing. I'm joking. Like, no, I'm not finna go back to jail for some food. He didn't say he wasn't going back to jail. He just said he wasn't going back to jail for no food. Take it how you want it. He ain't going back to jail for no food. Now, if you go back to jail, it'd be for something else, but not for food. He was like, I got the card to pay for the meal right here. Caitlin like, that wasn't funny. That was not funny. I don't find that funny at all. Like, why did you think that was a joke? That wasn't funny. Caitlin like, I am starting to have second thoughts. I thought he was the man of my dreams, but I don't know about this anymore. I don't think this is gonna work. Like, Caitlin's just not a rider. She's not with it. She's not with none of the shit. She wants a man that's gonna be a man that's gonna provide for her, and so she can have some babies. They can have their own place and do their own thing. Well, Caitlin, you shouldn't have got with somebody that was getting fresh out of jail. It's gonna be a little while for him to adjust, honey. These are the things you gotta roll with the punches or get gone. Like, this is his life. And he say he don't like listening to nobody. He don't like taking orders and listening to authority. So, baby, this is what you signed up for. This is why you don't start messing with nobody that you really don't know and dibbling and dabbling with a man that you don't know nothing about. Because even when you know something about a man, you might not know his true colors to years down the line. And you putting your all and your trust and your everything into this man, and you ain't known him longer than 3 seconds. Show boo. But we'll see how that go. And that was Love After Lockup. Honey, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. Thanks for tuning in. That was the review. This is KTTV, your girl Lady B. If you want more videos like this, hit that like button, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I have more videos coming up. I have some more videos coming for you guys today. Since y'all seen my previous video, I'm snowed in pretty much. Chicago weather. So, pushing these videos out. Y'all, hit your girl back. This is KTTV. I'm Lady B. See you guys later.